This infant is choking and her parents are freaking out.
Oh my God, please.
Hold on, Chad. Hey, how are you? How's everybody doing? Does anybody else have any problems with this where literally the video is upside down? It's kind of sucks. Crop, geometry, rotate. Save. All right.
This infant is choking and her parents are freaking out.
Oh my God, please hurry, She's blue.
Their daughter, Abigail's airway is blocked. Then, Dad remembers he has a device called a LifeVac.
We put her on the hood of the car, and I used that LifeVac 3 times, and on the third time, on the third time, the fluid and everything that was blocking her airway came out, and she immediately started breathing.
He showed us how it works.
You just put it on the patient's face, you push down, and then pull up, and then the object will come out.
How did you hear about it?
We actually had seen an Inside Edition.
This was the story Heather and Jose Perez saw. It aired on Inside Edition last November. You can see patrons at a restaurant in a state of shock as the baby chokes on a piece of pancake. This customer, a total stranger, rushes to his car to retrieve his LifeVac from the glove compartment. He saves the baby. And this mom is screaming for help in her backyard. Her son is choking, but she also has a LifeVac.
Here's the one that saved Mason's life.
Yep, she bought it after watching the same story.
It's intense. It's intense. I mean, the video that you see there, guys, is a video of infant children. You know, and infant children and senior citizens are the two biggest folks that you have to worry about on choking. There's roughly about 5,000 choking deaths per year. It doesn't take long to aspirate or start having brain issues, brain functionality problems by loss of air. These devices, these LifeVacs, are huge. These LifeVacs are a great asset to have. They're a great asset to have around. What I'm trying to do with the fundraiser here is I'm trying to put them in the hands of first responders. I don't think I'm going to be able to raise enough money to be able to put them in the hands of every single household. I don't know anybody that could. But what I'm trying to do is put them in the hands of at least the local first responders. If the first responders have it, we're going to be able to save lives a little bit more frequently when it comes to choking. Unfortunately, there's so much that can be done when somebody's choking. The Heimlich, finger sweep, stuff like that, it only works to a certain extent. If an object is lodged in the middle of the throat, a finger sweep may not work. Depending on what it is, it also may not work to do the Heimlich maneuver. Even worse in children, they put toys, all kinds of random objects in their mouth all the time. So it's super important to have one of these on standby, because 9 times out of 10 it works. So that's why I'm trying to raise enough funds. We're just trying to raise $600. That should pay for roughly about 8 to 10 units. The area that I want to focus on right now is going to be for the Hope Fire Department and the Hope Police Department. The Hope Police Department has about 3 full-time folks, probably, and then they have several reserves, which are basically volunteer police officers. So I'm going to equip them with probably 4 units. I'm going to equip the volunteer fire department with 4 units. That way, anybody and everybody that could respond in the Hope area, for those that know Indiana or know the geological maps fairly well, Hope is just a small town in Indiana, in Bartholomew County here in Indiana. So, with your help, I'm hoping to be able to provide enough funding to be able to purchase those units. Obviously, I know that times are hard, and it's not really something that everybody can do. They can't really give up a whole lot of cash, but whatever you can donate is much appreciated. So I really appreciate you guys. We'll play this a couple more times throughout the stream, and yeah, thank you guys in advance. You guys are all great. We're gonna play some PGA tonight. We're gonna kind of kick off some tour. We're gonna we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna sit and relax. Yeah, just play around. So thank you guys for coming in. Appreciate you guys here on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching this both live and on demand. You guys are all the best. Don't forget to hit those subscriptions. It really helps me here on YouTube. The subscriptions and the like buttons go a long way. So thank you guys in advance on that. So yeah. Before the stream started, I was just purchasing the Clubhouse Pass. We're on season 3 of the 2K23. So we unlocked a pretty good amount of items. So man, aren't those shorts sexy, guys? Holy Jesus. I'm going to try to slow down the gameplay today. We're going to not try to race through as many games as we normally would race through. Who is this? Cobra? Nice. Okay. Fitting. How much money we got? Only $135. I don't have enough money to be able to do that, but that's okay. Let's see here. It's okay, I'll do that. It's not too bad. That's not a bad look there. Yeah, dude. Dead sexy. Gloves. Switch up the gloves. Switch up. All right. Puma's looking sexy. I dig it. I dig it. Oh yeah. Got the socks going on too. All right. My play. All right. My career. Here. All right. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. One momento, chat.
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be following this particular featured group because there are rumours of quite the rivalry starting to bubble between these two players.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence. Right.
One sec, chat. 1 second. We got a little bit of new mic stand, so that way the mic can stay in my face. It's pretty nice. Alright, well, that'll work for now. Alright, chat. Let's see here. Uh, 13-mile-an-hour winds. Right.
Wow, that was just striped.
Ooh, that's not good. How'd that happen? Okay. I don't know how I ended up down there, but...
Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, disappointing not to find the surface, Rich, but I like that play.
It was going to take a mighty wallop to get there, but in a good position.
Still moving on me.
For this putt, Henny?
Firm, back, up the hill. This will be a good one.
Wow, how did I do that?
Surely it's going to.
Wow.
Well, that's delightful. A birdie to get the round underway.
I would have
Can't
never
birdie
in a
ball
million
unless you birdie the
years
first
thought
loop.
that I would be able
Good start.
to knock that in.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the
14-mile-an-hour
green.
wind.
It's a
It's
sensational second hole.
absolutely brutal.
Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Oh, man. Another par shot with this baloney.
Ooh, right by the hole. Putting for bogey. And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
That's a bummer.
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
That's brilliant out of the sand. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player.
That should be
going
good.
From the front portion
Middle
of
the
it
fairway.
all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Right to left.
You like that, didn't you? Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner. But the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, 2-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players. And that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
This one needs to kick left.
Oh no. So it's going to kick left. I just don't know how long.
Not sure if
How
that's how
much?
they drew it up.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Oh, I thought that
Ooh.
one was going in. This putt about 11 feet in distance.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Nice.
That's well
Nice.
held.
I haven't seen a putting display like this since I was 5 years old.
Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players
That
not
should be a good
necessarily going to hit
smack.
driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Uh-oh, this one's airmailing the green.
Crap.
Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
Yeah, it took a bit too much club on that one.
Time
ain't
now
good.
for the 4th shot. 5 shots off the pace. Oh, that almost went in the hole.
Almost got it. Almost got it there, chat.
This putt is from 14 feet.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey.
That's not breaking hardly at all until the end. Oh.
Oh, so close. And this one will be for double bogey.
Double? Oh man, now I'm on +1. Are you kidding me? I was
Currently
doing better
at
than that.
+1 for the day. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
Well, it's fair to say that that approach didn't hit the mark.
A bit short with that effort.
Here's Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Ooh, Brooke.
What a shot from the
Brooke
bunker.
was in the exact same place that I was.
Let's return to live play now. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
Yeah, good bunker shot there. Nothing left for the par.
This putt of about 7 feet to the hole. Oh, nice looking putt.
Nice par putt.
That's very gutsy.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead.
Man,
Let's head to the par 4
700 is gonna be hard to
7th
beat.
at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Second shot here on the 7th. But not a bad approach, that one, up onto the green. A couple of putts from there, and that'll be a pretty good hole. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
And this putt to tie Brooke Henderson.
Yes,
Yeah,
they've made it.
got it.
And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Moving up the leader.
The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up this shot with the wind in their face.
Crap.
Dad got a little out of control, I think.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
A chance to save the par if he can make this one.
Should be good.
Yeah, you'll take that.
Should be very easy there, chat.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
It's been so tight. She's tied here with her rival. And can she pull ahead now?
This one is right down the pipe.
Nice job, Brooke.
A great shot here at the 8th and a chance for birdie. Let's take a look at the current standings. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Crap.
Is that
I even clubbed up on that one.
That's been the story of the day, isn't it, Luke? Has missed a lot of greens, and you can't afford to do that on this golf course.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Man.
Oh, I like the look of this. Putting for a bogey. I don't mind the look of this.
Man, oh man.
He'll take that. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Well, Luke, this rivalry we've been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn, and it'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
Second shot here at the 10th.
Freaking A, dude.
Sitting at 1 over. Oh, that one just missed the hole. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par here. This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And in it goes for the par.
That was dirty.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Getting ready to play their third.
No.
And
Come
here we are
on,
with
man.
their fourth. Ooh. Yeah. Golf clap. Really good. And that puddle drop. Well done.
Oh, shoot.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently 1 stroke better than her rival and playing partner today.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Big putt for par coming up.
I'm not going to butcher it, but it's not going to be pretty.
Like the look of this one.
Fudge!
That's frustrating.
Jack,
Just a short
come
putt
on!
remaining here. Why do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
Sitting at +1. How close was that to going down? Straight out of the top draw.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot. That's certainly a shot saver there, Rich.
Oh my
Not
gosh,
a good lie.
another
Fortunate
bogue.
to hit the pin and go in.
Another bogue.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2-hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And a par putt awaits him. Job done. Let's head to the next.
She's at 2, I'm at 3.
A very good par 4.
I think we're
Although,
going to
if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right. Just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Ooh.
Sitting at 3 over.
Almost got.
Great touch. Really nicely played.
Judging it beautifully.
I don't know about beautifully. If I had judged it beautifully, I would have been
heading up the leaderboard.
If I'd have judged it beautifully, I would have been in the hole. In
the 16th at Riviera, Rich, is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Look like this one's heading to the beach. Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
Got to try and save the par here. What a putt. Started this perfectly.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera
the wrong
is certainly
direction.
This par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
That should find the cut stuff. And here we are with the 3rd shot. This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Coming up from the bunker. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. This putt for par here.
Really desperately need a par putt. I don't know. Going down 5. Not be good.
Rolling end to end. This looking nice.
A bogey putt awaits. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome-looking second.
Okay.
From about 200 yards out.
Wind is blowing left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
This putt for a final score of 75.
Oh. Cool. We're already there. Pretty good.
This has a real
Nice.
chance.
Great
And that'll
putt
wrap
at the
things
end.
up for him here at this tournament. Why not take another look at that effort?
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
It was pretty good.
Well, at the end of the day, there's no W in the event, but does that really matter when you come up against a player of the caliber of Brooke Henderson and beat her, Henny?
No, not at all, Luke. You
I
have just
beat Brooke?
a multiple major champion. Nothing matters anymore. Not your mum, not your dad, not your dog or your cat. Nothing matters. Not many people can boast about that. So, a great result overall and something to be celebrated.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Koyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long
What
from
was her
2K
score?
Sports.
It didn't tell me. Don't tell me what her score is. All right, cool. Well, I guess everybody dropped my ass. So performed so badly there. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right. All right. I didn't get anything but bad on that one.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Colin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Colin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Colin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots.
Straight as an arrow.
Well played, mate. This shot is about 140 yards out.
Needs a little members bounce to the right.
Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can two-putt that for sure. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie.
Straight, straight, straight. Starting to curve. Just a...
Oh, what a great stroke.
Yeah.
Oh, what a big putt to make that one.
And that should calm whatever nerves this player has. Nice opening hole.
And it's time to recap that play.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
He's currently tied for 13th. Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently
hole in one?
on
Is that a
this
hole in
course
one?
this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of
I would have taken a hole in one.
nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
That's heading for the fairway. Oh, that one's bouncing around in the branches. Far from ideal. Time for the second shot into the third. Should find the green here.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Colin Morikawa,
That's a nice one.
he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Whoa, bro. Way off.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
No, it ain't either.
Yeah, a bit long on that one. An opportunity to make their par. That's tracking. That was a sensational approach, Rich.
I don't
but you've
understand.
gotta feel
Like,
an
that was
opportunity
way
was
off.
lost.
Way off.
Currently 1 under for the tournament.
1 under
Welcome
for the
to this
tournament.
hole. It's a par 4.
Crushed. Stay out of it.
Not bad. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
What
They get
was
a little
that?
ground draw here. Okay, that'll work.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Dang,
how good is
Colin.
that? Buries it for birdie as well.
Son of a
Well,
bitch.
when your rival plays golf every single second of the day and eats birdies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, this is what you get.
Lining up the birdie putt here. Get in the hole. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Now 4 back after that hole.
They're not pulling away as fast
The
as
5th hole here at Emery
they
Beach
did the last
Golf
time,
Club
which is
is
surprising.
172-yard
'Cause
par 3 from
this
the
one
back
here is
tees.
easier.
Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
Really
Absolutely
challenging.
Flushed. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
Top 20, you say? Easy peasy.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
A well holed, he'll take the birdie. And that will take him to 2 under. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Let's crush this puppy. Oh,
Could roll into the rough on this one. Penny, how bad is this lie?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
Oh, that was a good strike. That was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. 4 strokes off the lead. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
get in there.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
I'll take
Already
a
had a few birdies today.
Should be a
Another
birdie
opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
This one's online.
Ooh.
Gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
I think I have a better opportunity.
Okay, time to return to the action.
I have
This
a better
putt
opportunity
will move
for
them
a
to 3 under par.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Colin Morikawa. Let's see if they can start applying some pressure.
Colin Morikawa. Oh yeah, it's gonna be beautiful.
This one's looking good.
And down it
Yeah.
goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row.
He's currently tied for 11th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Colin got a bogey.
Pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one.
Boom!
Oh my, where's this one going, Henny?
This one might end up in the pine straw.
Trying to get out of this pine straw here.
Ooh.
That was a bit of a miscue.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
Fuck. Excuse my language. Could not have queued that up better. Should be a good
Looking
par
better.
recovery.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Yeah, he
Colin
needs to
Morikawa.
press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
This is... Oh, yeah.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. This hole is a par 3. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Unable to find the green on this one. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Didn't that look good for a long time. This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. Get excited. This could go in. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Love the long holes. Welcome to the par 5.
Man.
Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Colin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
Shit.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Colin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Here we go, Rich. The back 9 on Sunday. What are your thoughts so far?
Yeah, they're behind their rival right now through 9 holes, but there's lots of time, lots of opportunities on this back 9 to make up. It'll be interesting to see how it all ends up.
Should be a good smoke.
Nicely done.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
And from about 105 yards.
That should set up another chance.
Hopefully. Need another chance.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup.
And that's a great way to forget about that bogey on the last. And that will take him to 3 under.
Heck yeah, dude. I'll take that any night.
He's currently tied for 12th.
Any time of the night.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
And that's a 5 hybrid.
Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here.
Roll back, roll back, roll back.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
That was delicious. I liked it.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 3rd place.
A bit wild on approach there.
Well, they tried to fade it in there, but just didn't commit to it.
Putting for birdie.
You got a bird opportunity. It's not moving very fast, so probably about right there. Okay.
This one's
Should be
tracking. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 4 under.
Should be able to get all my sponsors back. That'll be nice.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, it's Xander Schauffele in 1st place. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 4th place.
Come on, Colin.
Opting for the 5-wood.
Colin Malakala.
And he's holed it. What a shot. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. And back to the play, shall we?
You dirty
Chance to sneak
son
into
of
the
a
top
dog.
5 here. This one has eyes for the hole.
No, don't either.
A bit long on that one. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Yep, tracking nicely.
And that
I got a bird, but I didn't get the eagle out of it.
Well, that's a lovely way to make a move into the top 5. And
Stay competitive to
Colin.
Colin.
A lot, Xander Schauffele in top spot. Next up is this par 4 hole. Oh my, that was launched.
Yeah.
Time for the second shot here at the 13th.
Slow down. Come back. Come back. Stop leaving that way.
And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. This is buckets. Oh, you like me and thought that had a chance? Currently at -5 now for the day. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Oh, well played. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. 3 shots off the lead. Opting for the 5-iron.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Yeah, nicely played.
Outside chance of the birdie, but a 2-putt here is still good.
And this putt to move into the top 5. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread.
Can't believe he did that. That
wasn't a
drives
misread.
you
I couldn't get
bonkers
to
as
it.
a player. Putt is underway.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
It's time to check on the leaderboard.
Nice job, Colin.
Next up is this 2-shot hole. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. That's a heavy lie this player has drawn. Going with the 7. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just 3 strokes back. Playing their 4th shot. 3 behind our leader. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Putting for bogey here. The putt drops, now at 4 under with just a few holes to play.
1 bogue. That's a bummer.
He's in a share of 10th position. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 1st place, looking to hold that lead here.
Oh, what a ripper from long range.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Surely it's going to.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Trailing by 4 strokes. Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, a massive bunker down the left-hand side, so players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And here we are with the third shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Wow, that was handy holding out from there.
Chip in for birdie. That's always a nice feeling.
And it's worth taking another look at that one.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
That was a pretty good there. That's pretty good right there.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Well, he's in the spot he feels most comfortable. That's first place. I don't think he's going to want to let that go.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Alex Noren currently in the lead. And now teeing off on the final hole of this round.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Right into the water on that one. Time now for the 4th shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Playing their 5th shot. 4 strokes off the lead. This putt is of 9 feet.
Looks good.
And that signs off on today's round.
I mean, that wasn't a horrible round. Wasn't great either.
And as we
obviously got
recap
beat by
all
my
our
rival.
rivalry results, it's a big thank you to our gal on the ground, Henny Koyak, for bringing us all the action from this group today.
Oh, it was a pleasure to be able to follow the action out there today, Luke.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.
Let's see here. Go to my skill point. Do. we facing Colin again, or is this a different Colin?
.2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside major champion Rich Beam in the booth, and it's wonderful to welcome in Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
Look, in their last matchup, it was Morikawa who came out on top, so let's see how they do today.
Well, it's very few occasions where he does get beaten, and if it's anywhere, it's going to be on the green. So let's see if this player rolls their potato better than most.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Well, take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Let's reset the shot.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Oh, what a stroke. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
Take it.
Rock solid par right there.
It's a decent way to start out. Decent way to start.
The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
That could play. Yep, that shot safely on the green.
Yeah, but
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 28 feet from the cup.
And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
we got 118.
Currently 1 under for the round.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a
118.
bad thing.
Chat, remember that. 118.
Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side, you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
This one could be wet.
Getting ready to play their third. Choosing the 9-iron here. Uh-oh, this one's heading to the hazard. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Here's their 6th shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Yep, tracking well.
Now let's switch our focus.
All right, no one is going to cheer
He's
for that
2
one.
strokes ahead in this group rivalry today.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot.
Saving one there after being all over the parking lot, chipping in for the par.
The first of the par 5s, Rich, the 4th hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green. That one's right out of the top drawer.
I'll take it.
Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the King, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
That's not the shot he was hoping for. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Yeah, this is lovely.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Glad I chose to club
He's
up
actually
a little bit.
tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Ooh!
Oh, almost went in. A chance to get one under the card with this putt.
Now with this putt, he'll go up on Colin Morikawa. Colin's been looking a little rattled. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah!
Oh, how about that one?
About another
And
one.
with it, he moves to 1 under par. He finds himself in a share of 10th place. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
Going with the hybrid. Well, that was a strange one. Didn't see that happening. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. And here we are with their 4th. 4 shots behind our leader. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
This has eyes for the hole. And he holds it. What a putt.
I needed that after
Now let's switch our
getting in the
focus to
freaking
Colin
water's
Morikawa.
kicking my ass
He's
right
got
now.
some work to do, but he's only one back from his rival.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
And
Nice
now
job,
this is
Colin.
why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Let's have a look at the 7th hole of par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
This one headed left and not coming back.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Putting for a par now. That will work. Currently 1 under for the day. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber's pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
Well struck. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard.
Should be good.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Ring it
Now
up.
over to Colin Morikawa.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
Let's
I
take a
am?
look at
Oh,
Colin
Colin
Morikawa.
is. Tell you what, he is a
Oh, what a wonderful
accurate
bunker
hitter.
shot.
I'm leaving
And
myself
after that
like
effort, let's take a look at how it stands.
20 feet off of
Our
the
leader is
off
a
of
couple
any
of
good
shots
hole.
up at this stage. Let's take a look at the final hole on the front 9, the 9th, and what a tough tee shot it is.
It is it ever. Players want to avoid the bunker down the left-hand side, so inevitably they push it out to the right-hand side, into the rough, into the trees. Now they've got really very little chance of reaching the green in 2. So this is probably the most difficult tee shot on this front 9, and one they have to find the fairway with.
Well, a little off the target with that one.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there. Pretty good shot there.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This for par. These are on rails, looking good.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Good job. Nice par. Now 5 strokes behind. As we step into the second 9 here, Rich, and the short par 4 10th.
Players have looked at this hole differently over the years. It used to be just a layup shy of that bunker down the right-hand side. But with a favorable wind, we're seeing a lot more players take out driver and take it over that bunker, leaving a very short second to a green that is slightly elevated.
From about 100 yards. 5 shots off the lead. Oh, that was pure. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard.
Oh shit.
Starting to look really good.
I didn't think I was going to make it. I underhit
And
it.
with that, he'll move to 3 under par.
I
Now let's
underhit
switch our
that by
focus
a
to
good
Colin
chunk.
Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Good sounding strike, that one. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 3rd, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Yeah, that one's looking good. That was special. And this putt to move into a tie for third place. Nice line.
I will take it any way I can get it.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently tied for third.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer has really started to mimic front and back nines.
Shit.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
Good shot there, Beamer. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And back to the course with the live action. And this putt will take them to 5 under par. Looking really good, this one. And in she goes. That's a good save.
In the bunker with their tee shot, and that is a very good save.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
It's a good poke with a 3.
That one's
should travel a good ways down.
Second shot here on their 13th hole.
Overhit it a little bit. Try to get a little bit.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
This putt to move into a share of second place.
Second. Should be it right
this
there.
Is on a great line.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will move him to 6 under par. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
He is good at chipping.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Ooh, that almost went down. Putting for a par here. Currently 6 under for the event. To get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4 here, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's nicely done.
I can never get the
now
distance
over to
quite
Colin
right.
Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, this one's going right at the flag. Okay, let's get back to the action. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one will run uphill.
Go on, get in the hole. Oh, that's a ripper.
Hang on to your hat, folks. We're on for a wild ride.
Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hills Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
Putting for an eagle.
Should be an easy eagle. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Oh, well hold for eagle. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
If he makes this, he'll save his par.
On a nice line.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Leading by a shot.
Nice job.
Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Lining up here for a chance to win the tournament. What a putt to make. Hey, nice looking line. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week.
Not only did I beat Colin, I actually won that tournament.
On arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, we doubted them, but they got the job done and they took down their hero. The rivalry is theirs and theirs alone, and they can boast about this on social media for, well, weeks now.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
Very good. Nice. try that. All right. John Rahm. Should be a good round. Should be a great round.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted
Ordered
to
a
present
new riding
the season-long
lawnmower. It'll
race
be here
for the
tomorrow.
FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be out here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players that appear to have entered into this fantastic rivalry.
Yeah, so this week their goal is to beat John Rahm. Henny, that is by no means an easy feat.
No, if John Rahm is fired up, sparks could fly, you want to be out of the way, and he's just going to go straight through like a Spanish ball.
Yes, he's fire and brimstone, isn't he, John Rahm? All the Americans couldn't beat him in a Ryder Cup. This player, well, it's an ambitious rivalry to say the least.
The wind, though. The wind is what's going to kill me. On now.
Oh, good drive.
I just
That
don't.
one should find the
I'm
fairway.
not very good at determining the
Rich,
wind and
what
how
kind
far
of
to
mojo
adjust.
do you think this player's got after winning in their last start?
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
That'll sting a bit.
Definitely
This
not
would be a
short.
good one to make. It's for par.
Definitely wasn't short, chat. Through 18, so they
First
have.
of our birdie opportunities comes second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Fought against the wind to stick that one.
Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Hey, that's a chance.
It's an eagle
Yeah, you like the
opportunity.
look of that right off the blade.
I think I was an eagle.
Now move
Eagle.
over to John Rahm.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Let's catch up with John Rahm. Wow, what a save.
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at
John
all
just won the
times.
Masters,
These guys
so
and girls are good.
he's a little hyped up.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
That's not the shot they're after.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
8 feet to the cup.
Nice little par putt here.
So far, so good.
Doink.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Currently 2 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, the 4th is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This 4th can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a
Slow
wedge.
down.
3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Let's go to John Rahm.
I made
He's
that.
2 strokes behind his
I made
rival
that
this
difficult
week.
on myself. Did I made that? Made it difficult.
Oh, that's stealing one. A birdie against the runner play.
Oh, beautiful little pitch shot down the hill. Thank you. Gets it to go. Great shot.
Fun.
Just missed. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Good.
Looking good.
There it is.
Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold.
Another par.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. Strong hole this one, isn't it?
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
We'll now move over to John Rahm.
He's feeling good. Just birdied the
Feeling
last hole.
like having some margaritas there, Chad. I'm gonna stay in the beach.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
The current proceedings.
A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Playing their 4th shot. 3 shots off the lead. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This one for bogey. Currently 1 under for the tournament. The tee shot at the par 4 6th has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to slide it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Putting for birdie here.
If this putt drops, they'll pull in front of Rahm. This group is heating up.
Now 4 back after that hole. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
A 2.
14 feet to the cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Just didn't drop.
Greens are a little bit
Finished your
harder to
work on
read
that
on
hole.
this one.
Let's take a look at the next one. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
That's a pretty handy shot. But not a bad approach. He'll be putting. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Nice stroke.
Got it.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently tied for 15th. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple third shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
It's a brave one. Driver off the deck. Bit disappointing, that one. Henny, how's that ball lying?
This is perfect. They can make great contact. You couldn't ask for a better sand lie here.
Nicely done. A putt for a place in the top 10.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Again, I would have underestimated
no foul
that.
there with that shot.
This
I would have
shot
underestimated
from
that.
120 yards.
Wind back into their grill. They need to flight this one down.
Well, good looking shot here. That's headed towards the green. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt.
Should be in.
Tracking. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today.
Oh,
and with
man.
that, he'll move to 5 under par. Let's go to John Rahm.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
How close was that to going down? So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots to get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
An eagle putt awaits.
Oh, you know you want
Dead
to.
nuts.
That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. We'll now move over to John Rahm.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Here's John Rahm.
Get in there.
That
Nice
was
job,
clinical.
John.
Beautifully played.
Out of the rough, into the hole. Thank you very much.
Well, the tee shot is all that matters on the short par 4 12th. Most players can reach the green. It's just the decision whether the player goes for it or not.
They can, but they better be aware that there's a lot of danger up there. Water left obviously is no good, but even bailing out to the right in those dunes, in the mounds, the little pot bunkers on top of those mounds, well, forget about it. That's not a good space either, especially since the green does run pretty hard from right to left. If you want to take this hole on with driver and expecting to make 3, well, you need to realize that a 5 and a 6 could be easily made as well.
It's tracking.
Well played. And that will take him to 8 under.
Dominating right
He's
now.
currently tied for
Right
second.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Par putt coming up here. Let's go to John Rahm.
Birdied their last hole.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
Nice.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14th.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
Well, this could alter the line of the shot. That's not the outcome they were after.
And what a rare miss today. They've been so good with their approach shots.
Yeah, good effort, that one, out of the bunker. Just 3 feet to the cup.
He's got this for his par.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. He's currently sitting in third.
Wow. Third place.
The par
only
4
one shot
15th
behind.
again requires another strong
15th
tee
hole.
shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
I'm pretty sure they had their sights set on hitting the green there.
Gotta believe the wind affected the golf ball there.
How
Oh,
close was that to going in the hole?
Man.
Great shot. He has this putt to save his par. That is hunting for the hole. And the putt
I
drops
will
now
take
at
it.
8 under, heading down the stretch.
Really going to have to dig
Yeah.
deep here if they want to win this title.
That shot's so good, we
Digging
need
deep.
to have another look.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
We'll now move over to John Rahm.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Let's get back to it, shall we? As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left, start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Rich, fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss
That's
it
a
right, you're in
long
the
putt.
drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle. Well, life's good.
Just hammered that through the line. Trying to get to 9 under for the event with this opportunity.
Looking good.
Let's go to John Rahm.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
John Rahm getting ready for his next shot.
What is up with everybody in their chipping?
How good is that?
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Four-way
All right,
tie.
Rich, you've stood there, you've hit the shot. Take us through the par 3 17th.
When you play here in a practice round, it looks like you could just throw it on there. But when you're in a tournament round, it doesn't even look like it exists. The hole changes so much when the tournament starts. That's what I love about it. You just add 35,000 people who are having some fun and ready to heckle you if you knock it in the water. Good luck. Enjoy.
Great shot. This putt to get to 10 under par.
This for a birdie run. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Moving to the next hole
Took
now.
me a second to
This
get
player is
warmed
currently
up there,
tied
chat.
with Justin Rose for the lead. Let's head to the finishing hole. This wonderful par 4 18th. Wonderful only if you're a spectator.
It's wonderful if you're not playing it for a lot of cash. It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole. Probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
It was on a good line. And now this to win the Players' Championship. And that'll do it, Rich.
To win? Did I win?
That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Or did I
Winning the
tie?
Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
And Rich, what a performance. They've got back-to-back wins. What a force they're proving to be out here on tour.
I gotta say, this player is in
I did
full
win the
flight at the
championship.
moment. Just sit back and watch how awesome they are at the moment.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
Oh yeah, he did hit. He hit a bogey that last hole. got rid of Bridgeton? Was I thinking? Only got 207. I don't even know. I don't even know, chat. I don't even know why I got 270 out of that. The payout is so hard. It's crazy. It's so hard. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. It's going to do it for me for the week. We will be back. I may try doing Facebook and YouTube on Wednesday. So if not, follow my Facebook page. Make sure that you're watching to see where I'm going to be at. I'm either going to be on YouTube or I'm going to be on Facebook or I'm going to be on both. So I will be somewhere. Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Be there. Be square. Don't forget to donate for the LifeVacs for first responders. Watch the beginning of the video to see more. Or I'll actually spin it up here real quick right before we're done. So, you guys all have a great evening. Have fun. Stay safe. And you know it. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye all.
This infant is choking and her parents are freaking out.
Oh my God, please hurry, she's blue.
Their daughter, Abigail's airway is blocked. Then, Dad remembers he has a device called a LifeVac.
We put her on the hood of the car, and I used that LifeVac 3 times, and on the third time, on the third time, the fluid and everything that was blocking her airway came out, and she immediately started breathing.
He showed us how it works.
You just put it on the patient's face, you push down, and then pull up, and then the object will come out.
How did you hear about it?
We actually had seen an Inside Edition.
This was the story Heather and Jose Perez saw. It aired on Inside Edition last November. You can see patrons at a restaurant in a state of shock as the baby chokes on a piece of pancake. This customer, a total stranger, rushes to his car to retrieve his LifeVac from the glove compartment. He saves the baby.
Help! Somebody help me!
And this mom is screaming for help in her backyard. Her son is choking, but she also has a LifeVac.
Here's the one that saved Mason's life.
Yep, she bought it after watching the same story.